Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aninda Rahmadanti, Yogiswara, with student number D1E020051. I'm here. I will telling you about the Pragmatics, speech acts, especially in Locutionary acts, Illocutionary acts, and Perlocutionary acts. The first one is, what is locutionary acts? A locutionary act is the basic production of utterance comprising all of its verbal, social, and rhetorical meanings. Locutionary act can be broken into two main types, utterance acts and propositional acts. Utterance acts can be any form of sound and do not necessarily have to be intelligible. In contrast, propositional acts must express a definable point. For example, a grunt would be an utterance act, and a statement would be a propositional act. Propositional acts typically revert to the literal meaning of the speech act. The example of locutionary act is Charlie sees a spider and says, I hate spiders." Here is an example of a propositional act. The literal meaning is that Charlie doesn't like spiders. The second one is illocutionary acts. An illocutionary act is the active result of the implied meaning from the locutionary act before. For example, the listener makes sense of what is being said to them and can then apply any implied meaning to the utterance. For example, Charlie sees a spider and says, I hate spiders." As an illocutionary act, the listener can infer that Charlie hates spiders and probably doesn't want this one near her. And the third one, as the last one, is perlocutionary acts. A perlocutionary act is the effect the locutionary and illocutionary acts have on the listener. A perlocutionary act can influence others to change their behavior to their thoughts and feelings. Perlocutionary acts are sometimes referred to as a perlocutionary effect or perlocutionary force. Think of the effect of a speech act forcing you to change your behavior in some way. For example, Charlie sees a spider and says, I hate spiders," based on the previous implied understanding that Charlie probably doesn't want this spider near her. The listener may get up and remove the spider. So, I think that's all for me. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.